Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called How Much Worse Will Things Get? Part 2. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. We recently did an episode describing how much worse things will get. Today, we're going to do part 2 of that series. We're going to tell you about more of the crazy ideas that are being contemplated to make the existence of everyday people even harder or more dangerous or more financially challenging. So, people ask, how much worse can things get? Well, we did the research and talked to insiders, and what we found out even surprised us. Some of what you're about to be told about these plans for the future was so stunning that we were amazed and disturbed and sometimes even shocked by this nonsense. There's no end to what these morons will contemplate. Some of this is planned. Some of it are things that they are working on. Some of it is just informed speculation. Some of it they will probably push back on until after the election. And we suspect that many, if not all, of these ideas may just never be implemented because these people are just too stupid and their ideas reflect that stupidity. So here is the latest on what they may or may not try to implement to make things even worse for people everywhere. Number one, because there are so many homeless people living near or on the property of homeowners everywhere, some cities are now thinking about forcing homeowners to help take care of the homeless people who live on their lawns or near their homes. Just as cities now force homeowners to remove the snow from their sidewalk in front of their homes, so too are they now contemplating forcing homeowners to feed or give water to the homeless. They're also thinking of forcing them to let the homeless use their bathrooms inside their homes. Imagine that. These potential new rules would force the homeowners to let crackheads into their homes to use their bathrooms and God knows what else. Can you imagine? Number two, some politicians now want to be voted into office for life, just like Supreme Court justices. Think about that. That means that no matter how crazy or criminal their behavior was, you could never get rid of them. You could never vote them out of office. Once there was no way to get rid of them, then you could rest assured that the new laws they would propose would get crazier and crazier over time once they lost all fear of being voted or thrown out of office. Number three, some large national corporations are thinking of lobbying for new laws which would allow their stores or companies to be above the national laws that exist already. This would give them indemnification from any kind of prosecution or litigation because of anything they did. They don't want to be subjected to any more lawsuits or threats of litigation or criminal prosecution at all, at any time. They want to establish their own crazy corporate courts to oversee everything they do. If they sell you some food that kills you or a car that burns you alive, then they want to be absolutely guilt-free and they want no repercussions at all. They want their corporate laws to supersede U.S. national and sovereign laws. Can you imagine? If some driverless car runs over your child, then you won't have anyone to sue or criminally prosecute. Number four, there's a lot of speculation out there that there will be food rationing being imposed soon. Some of the things being discussed are rationing food according to race and by weight. So if you belong to one race or you're overweight, then they may allocate less food to you next month than they gave you last month on your food rationing account. I can't think of anything the public would react to more poorly than this sort of crazy food rationing behavior. Number five, there are now some entities that are contemplating forcing people to watch certain movies or TV shows in order to modify their belief systems. This means that if you believe in something that they don't want you to believe in, then they will force you to watch what they want you to watch. And if you don't watch X number of hours a week of that forced content, then you won't be able to watch what you want to watch during the rest of the week. Number six, next, they're contemplating implementing forced driverless auto repossessions. That means that if you're late on your car payment, then they can push a button on their computer screen at 4 in the morning and your empty car will start up and drive itself to the nearest impound yard where they will charge you hundreds of dollars a day to store it until you pay off the balance on that month's car payment. Number 7, some cities are so desperate to house the homeless that they are thinking of letting them occupy abandoned or empty homes, even if they are still legally owned by somebody else. Other cities are thinking about legislation that would force homeowners who are going on vacation to let homeless people occupy their homes until they get back from vacation. Can you imagine what a nightmare that would be? It's sort of like a reverse Airbnb, because they don't pay you for forcing homeless people to live in your house while you're on vacation, and and you can't decide who you want to stay in your house while you're on vacation. The state would decide that. Now, before we conclude this episode, we just want to remind you that many of these ideas are just being contemplated. None of the above ideas have been legally approved or enacted. We suspect that's because most of the crazy politicians contemplating these new laws would be thrown out of office if they were implemented. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also comment and follow. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help get the word out. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.